You don't feel powerful anymore, do you? You feel tired, needed, pulled in 100 directions. Your phone lights up, and before you even think, your body moves. You answer, you reply, you show up. And somewhere deep down, you sense something is wrong. Not because you're unavailable, but because you're too available. No one warned you that being reachable at all times slowly erases your value. They told you it was responsible, mature, kind. They never told you it would train people to see you as infrastructure instead of a person. Useful, but not respected. Reliable, but not chosen. Listen to me carefully. This isn't about ignoring people. It's not about playing games. It's about a quiet psychological law that governs human perception. What is always accessible is unconsciously treated as disposable. And if you violate that law long enough, people stop seeing you as someone to protect, admire, or pursue. I want you to imagine this as a private conversation. Just you and me. No performance, no advice voice. Because if you're watching this, you already feel the cost. You just haven't named it yet. You were taught that availability equals value, that being responsive makes you professional, that being emotionally present makes you lovable, that being flexible makes you easy to work with. But the mind doesn't reward effort. It rewards boundaries. Every time you answer instantly, you send a signal, not a conscious one, a nervous system signal. You say, without words, I have nothing more important than you right now. Over time, people believe you, and when people believe you have nothing else competing for your time, they stop competing for you. You don't notice it at first. It's subtle. Invitations feel casual. Requests feel heavier. Expectations increase. Appreciation fades. You're still needed, but you're no longer missed. This is the hidden cost. Being always available doesn't make you indispensable. It makes you predictable. And predictability is not power, it's comfort. And comfort breeds neglect. Think back honestly. When did people start assuming you'd say yes? When did they stop asking and start informing? When did your presence stop feeling like a gift and start feeling like a given? This didn't happen because you're weak. It happened because you're conscientious, because you care, because somewhere along the way you learned that being needed felt safer than being desired. Availability becomes a coping strategy. If I'm always here, I won't be abandoned. If I respond fast, I won't be forgotten. If I stay open, no one can accuse me of not caring. But the psyche doesn't work like that. The mind values what it has to orient toward, what it has to wait for, what it has to earn access to. When everything is open, nothing feels special. You see this in relationships. The partner who is always emotionally accessible slowly becomes the emotional container, not the romantic center. The one who listens, absorbs, soothes. Important, yes. Desired, less so. You see it at work. The person who answers every message becomes the default problem solver. They get more tasks, not more authority. More responsibility, not more leverage. You see it in families. The one who is always available becomes the one everyone leans on and then blames when they finally collapse. And here's the part no one tells you. People don't consciously devalue you. They just adjust to your availability the same way the body adjusts to gravity. Automatically, without gratitude. You start feeling invisible while being constantly contacted. That's the paradox. You're everywhere, but you're not felt. And it creates a strange resentment, not toward them, toward yourself. Because you sense you helped build this cage. You might tell yourself you're just being kind. But kindness without limits isn't kindness, it's self-erasure. Availability becomes an identity. The reliable one, the strong one, the one who's always there. And once you're labeled that, people interact with the role, not the human being inside it. They don't ask how you're doing. They assume you're fine. You're always fine. You always manage. You always respond. But something in you is shrinking. Your time stops feeling like your own. Your nervous system stays in a low-grade alert state. Always on, always open, always ready. And when you finally pull back even slightly, people react. Confusion, guilt-tripping, accusations of change. You're different lately. Is everything okay? You used to reply faster. That reaction is proof. Proof that your availability became an expectation, and expectations are not respect. They're entitlement. This is where the internal conflict begins. You want to set boundaries, but you don't want to disappoint. You want space, but you don't want conflict. You want to reclaim your time, but you're afraid of what happens if you're no longer needed. So, you stay open, and the cost continues. The cost is not just exhaustion, it's identity erosion. You lose the sense of being chosen because people have no reason to choose you. You're already there. Desire requires distance, respect requires friction, authority requires absence. This is not cruelty, this is psychology. Think about how children treat toys. The toy always within reach gets dropped. The toy placed on a high shelf becomes precious. Same child, same heart, different access. The adult mind never fully outgrows this pattern. It just dresses it up in language like professionalism and care. When you're always available, you remove the moment where someone has to pause and consider you. That pause is where value forms. Without it, interactions flatten. You become background. And background doesn't get protected, it gets used. This doesn't mean disappearing dramatically, it means reclaiming your center, letting silence exist, allowing delay, introducing rhythm. Right now your rhythm is gone, it's reactive. Someone reaches out, you respond. Someone needs, you give. There's no pulse, no tempo, no you. And the body knows it. That tightness in your chest, that irritation when your phone lights up, that guilt when you don't reply immediately. That's your nervous system saying something is off. You're living in other people's timing, and timing is power. The person who controls access controls tone. The person who controls tempo controls the relationship. The person who is never fully available becomes someone others adjust around. Not because they're manipulative, because they're anchored. You don't need to announce boundaries. You don't need explanations. Explanation weakens boundaries. You need consistency. Delayed response. Shorter replies. Clear windows of unavailability. Presence when present. Absence when absent. At first it will feel wrong, like you're breaking a rule. That rule was installed early. Be good, be responsive, be helpful. But that rule was designed for harmony, not sovereignty. And harmony without sovereignty turns into quiet self-betrayal. You are not meant to be an open door. You are meant to be a place people arrive at deliberately. This is where we pause. Because the next part goes deeper. Into why people react emotionally when you reclaim availability. Into why guilt shows up. Into how withdrawal triggers power shifts you weren't prepared for. For now, sit with this truth. Being always available did not make you loved. It made you easy. And ease is not intimacy. It's convenience. Something uncomfortable happens the moment you stop being instantly available. People don't just notice, they react. Not always with anger, often with confusion, sometimes with subtle guilt. And that reaction tells you everything you need to know about the role you are playing. When you delay a reply, the silence feels loud. Not because silence is aggressive, but because you trained people to expect access. And when access is removed, even gently, the nervous system panics. Their panic is not your responsibility. This is where most people fail. They see the reaction and immediately backtrack. They apologize. They over-explain. They reassure. And in doing so, they teach others that your boundary was a mistake, not a decision. Power does not announce itself. It stabilizes itself. You don't need to justify why you didn't answer. Justification signals uncertainty. You don't need to defend your space. Defense implies guilt. You only need consistency. Consistency is what retrains perception. At first, people will test you. They'll send follow-ups, double texts, emojis, jokes, passive concern. Are you okay? Did I do something wrong? They are not asking about your well-being. They are probing the boundary. If you collapse under that pressure, the boundary dissolves. If you hold it calmly, something shifts. People recalibrate. They start adjusting their expectations instead of trying to adjust you. This is where respect is born. Not from availability, but from self-regulation. You see, the human mind is always scanning for stability. When someone has no internal structure, the world leans on them. When someone has structure, the world orbits them. Availability without structure makes you a sponge. Structure without availability makes you cold. The balance is presence with limits. That balance is rare. And rarity changes dynamics. Think about the people you respect most. Not the loud ones. Not the dramatic ones. The grounded ones. The ones who don't rush. The ones who respond, but not react. They don't announce boundaries. They embody them. They are not always reachable. But when they are present, they are fully there. That's the difference. Being always available fragments your presence. Being selectively available concentrates it. And concentration is felt. This applies emotionally too. When you're always emotionally open, always listening, always holding space, people offload onto you. They feel lighter. You feel heavier. Over time, you become their emotional infrastructure. Important, but invisible. Needed, but not cherished. When you stop absorbing everything, some people will feel abandoned. Not because you changed, but because they were relying on your nervous system instead of developing their own. This is where guilt creeps in. Am I being selfish? Am I becoming distant? Am I hurting people? No. You are allowing others to stand on their own feet. Healthy connection does not require constant access. It requires mutual regulation. If someone only feels safe when you are always available, that is not intimacy. That is dependence. And dependence breeds resentment on both sides. You resent them for taking too much. They resent you for reminding them of their inability to self-soothe. The moment you step back, they may accuse you of changing. You have, but not in the way they think. You are returning to yourself. The fear underneath all of this is simple. If I am not always available, will I still matter? That fear keeps millions of people overgiving, overworking, over-explaining, and burning out quietly. But here's the truth no one tells you. You don't lose value by being less available. You reveal whether value is real or conditional. Those who respect you will adjust. Those who benefited from your exhaustion will resist. Let them. This is not about punishment, it's about alignment. When your availability is intentional, your yes becomes meaningful. When your no is calm, it becomes credible. People start planning around you instead of through you. They consider your time. They notice your absence. And when you show up, they feel it. That's the paradox. Less access creates more presence. You begin to feel solid again. Your time stretches. Your mind clears. The background anxiety fades. Your phone no longer controls your body. You stop flinching when notifications arrive. You respond because you choose to, not because you're conditioned. This is sovereignty. Not dominance, not withdrawal. Sovereignty. Being reachable is not the same as being available. Reachability is a setting. Availability is a decision. You decide when your attention opens and when it closes. And you don't explain that decision to anyone. As you stabilize this, something else happens. You start noticing who only contacts you when they need something, who disappears when you're unavailable, who respects the boundary without comment. That information is priceless. Availability hid that truth. Boundaries reveal it. You were never meant to be everything for everyone. That role was crushing you slowly. You were meant to be whole, present, selective. You don't need to disappear to be powerful. You need to stop leaking yourself. Silence is not absence, it's containment. And containment creates gravity. When you stop being always available, you stop being taken for granted. Not instantly, not dramatically, but steadily. People feel the shift even if they can't name it. Your energy changes. Your posture changes. Your voice slows. You stop rushing to fill space. And the world responds. Not because you demanded respect, because you embodied it. If this feels uncomfortable, good. Discomfort means you're stepping out of an old pattern. You don't need to be reachable to be loved. You don't need to be available to be valuable. You don't need to explain your absence to justify your existence. You are allowed to have a life that doesn't revolve around other people's urgency. This is the hidden cost you've been paying, and this is how you stop paying it. Not with confrontation, not with anger. With calm withdrawal and grounded return. Presence when present. Absence when absent. That rhythm is power, and once you feel it, you will never give it away again. If this spoke to something you felt but never named, sit with it. Let it settle. This isn't a tactic. It's a shift. And if you're ready to continue learning how quiet power actually works, stay close. We're just getting started.